Hello, everyone. Happy Friday, GM, at least from my side of the planet, and greetings and salutations to all of you. It's awesome to be back onto what I call our regularly scheduled programming. For those that would like to speak in today's call, if you want to get into the conversation, participate, please do tap to request, and I'll gladly uh, allow you on stage. And we'll just give it maybe another 30 seconds here to get more people into the Twitter space. Okay, I think it's time that we get started. And again, if you would like to speak in today's call, be part of the conversation, you know, please do tap to request, and I'll allow you onto the Twitter Space stage. So, welcome everyone, InvArch community members, supporters of not just the InvArch network, but also Tinkernet, Udl DAO. I do see some Udls in the space, and further greetings to our friends throughout the Paraverse. Thank you for joining me in today's InvArch weekly community call. Today is January 20th, 2023, and it feels really good to be back to normal. For those that are new to the project, and therefore the InvArch weekly community call, or even if you've been around the InvArch blockchain and this is your first time joining the community call, my name is AJ. I'm the social media manager at the InvArch network, also leading community management. And for the past 10 or 12 days, roughly, not including the last couple, but I was going through some health issues, specifically laryngitis, that prevented me from using my voice in any capacity, plus some flu symptoms. So thankfully, it was not COVID. I got tested, but it was definitely, I would really say, like a fairly difficult time because truly, I do thrive the best when I'm fully operational and when I'm with all of you, the InvArch community, the broader Polkadot and therefore Web3 community, and being at the forefront, or rather like in the trenches, but in a good way, in terms of all the excitement, engagement, and liveliness that constantly goes on and flows within our broader community. So, but yes, it is great to say that I'm back to being me, and I cannot wait to continue to not only like in terms of again like this regularly scheduled programming of the InvArch community calls, but even also our InvArch community hangouts as well. And those happen uh, again, despite that I was out of commission for a bit, but those happen every Tuesday at 15 p.m. UTC, unless otherwise like indicated in terms of changing of schedule. But yeah, the difference there is hangouts are a lot more more laid back, casual. It's a chance for me, really the objective personally, as being put as at the front of the community in terms of leadership and management, is to uh, really get to know more of our InvArch community members, those that can at least get to participating in the hangouts. And it's not recorded either, so it does not have that pressure, knowing that, oh, like this call is going to be recorded. So, and sometimes we get to play some games using Discord, but there's always some awesome chats to happen and like really interesting conversations. So those are the differences between the community hangouts and calls. And even the last hangout, I believe we had, or the last call, we did have some specific significant individuals from the space join. And it's always fun to have them in there. So yeah, from there, I haven't seen anyone join the stage yet, so that's all good. But we can definitely start going into the project InvArch. So starting the week off, alongside our friends at ApeX Chimps, the winners of the friend raffle were announced. this raffle, again by Apex Chimps, was a promotional campaign that ran since December 2022, so really just last month, where many projects involved, including the InvArch network, had run similar raffles for participants to win a Nanas NFT. Of With this already being announced, but once again, I mean, congratulations to all the winners. We've already contacted them, and they have been sent their Nanas NFTs. To detail this, an online tweet contest picker was used to determine the winner. So it was a completely, I would say, randomized process, so to speak. So there was no control from any human doing it. Tried to keep it as randomized as possible. So, but nonetheless, it was a very fun collaborative effort, and we do hope the winners enjoy their nanas. And then following and throughout the week, I'll say this first. So every time this figure, this number is updated, it blows my mind every single time. In regards to the currently live OSIF staking public testing event, this past Tuesday, this week, the team announced that the event had reached 8,000 active participants. And to put this into perspective, I mean, just this past November, so in 2022, last year, an article came out reporting on, at the time, the spike in active accounts on Polkadot, which that number was 4,516. And even in taking in another perspective, the Tinkernet Twitter account, as of 2:48 p.m. UTC today, has 4,916 followers. And currently, with the amount of active participants in the OSIF staking public testing event, I did get an update from our development team, and as of 8:03 a.m. Eastern time, so that's my time, 8,380. So, truth be told, I mean, the team was at least hoping for a healthy turnout, but dang, this has been an incredibly exceptional turnout for the project. For specifically, I mean, alone, like the InvArch brainstorm testnet. So, if you didn't know, um, that's where all of this activity is happening. That's where the testing is happening. It's not on a real, like, live, well, it is a live chain, but it's a test net chain, um, test network, where no real economic funds are not being used. Test tokens are being used, but for InvArch brainstorm testnet, and even for the community, like it's been crazy. It's been crazy. It's been amazing. And it truly has kicked off the year for the InvArch network, of which we've hoped for when we announced the event. And then next up, the team had officially released the project's 2022 annual report. And if you haven't had the chance to read the report, I think it's a great time to go through it and to get everyone caught up to speed. And well, also a great opportunity to take a look back on how the year of 2022 went for the InvArch network. So it was really a foundational and groundbreaking year for the InvArch network. The year was filled with capturing milestones and achievements. I would say like dauntless undertakings, in founding and introducing revolutionary technology and monumental growth, um, of the InvArch community and with our social media channels. So seeing impressive growth on the community and marketing side, breaking ground with the network's initial protocols, and having the entire Polkadot ecosystem take notice during the year. 2022 was more than just a great year for the project. It was an absolutely defining year for the InvArch network. And a year ago, the InvArch network was not the project that you know of today. Although it can be said that this project had a lot to not only offer at the start, but many things to unlock and unleash to the immediate Polkadot ecosystem and to the Web3 community. So, what has changed? To set the tone of this topic, project focus and positioning. InvArch began as a network for intellectual property tokenization and decentralized development, and shortly evolved into a vision for an IP ownership, utility, and cross consensus authentication protocol for Web3. Today, the InvArch network is known for something that is more fitting and providential. First introduced by founder and CEO Dakota Barnett in the Alpha Chat with the InvArch founders Twitter space, which happened towards the end of the year. And I quote, "The InvArch network is a service parachain. We are a multi-party ownership, collaboration, and monetization network built on Polkadot." End quote. So the focus of the project from here on out is to generate genuine, true value by building and therefore providing innovative solutions that give way for others to generate value for themselves. So how can individuals, fellow parachains, and communities, aka DAOs, even generate value with and through the InvArch network? So from introducing our first testnet, which I've mentioned already, the InvArch Brainstorm testnet, launching our Canary network, the InvArch Tinkernet, on the Kusama network, fully completing the InV4 protocol, developing GitArch, or starting to make ground for GitArch, which is a decentralized and censorship-proof hosting platform for software development and version control using Git, and introducing Udl DAO and the Udl's NFT collection. Through these initial network establishments and products, individuals can not only experience the power of InvArch technology, but come to experience the beginnings of how any part of the network, any part of its infrastructure can really offer an environment for building, for developing, for kickstarting, and for collaborating immediately in the Polkadot ecosystem and in Web3. When it comes to the InvArch community and our social media channels, so the InvArch network Discord server at the beginning of 2022 had 10,000 community members. And today, at the time of writing the article, there are over 29,000. And I believe we've reached or surpassed 30,000 community members. And the InvArch Network Twitter account began the year with 2022 with around 3,000 followers. And now we have just a bit over 10,500 followers. What's more is that the growth of our community as a whole has completely been through organic and grassroots efforts. And the team has been amazed at how many people have not only tuned in and heard about the project, but for all those that have stayed with the project so far. In terms of project achievements, a very notable one was completing our Web3 grant proposal. The team was initially accepted into the Substrate Builders program on November 15th, 2021, and has since successfully developed several custom substrate palettes that make up the InvArch protocol, and therefore the team has has successfully delivered on our first milestone. And with the previously mentioned or mentioning of our Canary network, the InvArch Tinkernet, it too has had a very, very successful defining year. And if you've been around so far, you would know how awesome the InvArch Tinkernet is, and all the things with it that will truly change the course of like development and even kickstarting and permissionless funding for so many creators. But with the InvArch Tinkernet, we'd like to even dub it as InvArch Network's crazy cousin on the Kusama network. But Tinkernet is the economic powerhouse and permissionless funding hub of the InvArch network. And it's had a crowd loan of which we've won on the Kusama network. It became a smashing success, raising over 10,000 KSM and thus securing a slot on the Kusama network. And after that, holding a liquidity bootstrapping pool with our friends over at HydroDX on the Bastos network. And even a parallel, so like a cherry on top, was InvArch co-founder and CTO Gabe. He won the 2022 Golden Birdie for his exemplary contributions to the Kusama ecosystem for his work on Tinkernet, on light clients, and trustless XCM transacts, and a lot more. And of course, with the successful year that the InvArch network has had in 2022, we couldn't have done it all without the friends that we have made along the way, including the Remark protocol, Crust network, Subquery network, Subsquid, and of course the previously mentioned HydroDX team, where again, we held the Tinkernet to LBP, the first one ever in history, in Polkadot and Kusama. So, yeah, Tinkernet is a beast, and there's so much more to come for that. But even so, going back into Tinkernet, there are some awesome details to go through when it comes to even the LBP. So it ran from October 12th to October 15th, and the Tinker FDV, it was between like 10.5 million and 11.7 million, with a market cap between 900,000 and a million. Over 330,000 Tinker was distributed, and the total LBP participants, so people that participated in the liquidity bootstrapping event, was 236 individuals. So again, a great success, and that was a truly fun time if you happen to be there, and to even just watch the chart as the time went on during those 3 days. So with this annual report, what's next for InvArch in 2023 this year? So, as you may all know, the OSIP staking public testing event is live and ongoing for anyone in the Polkadot ecosystem and broader Web3 community. You don't have to be in the Polkadot ecosystem to join, and we do welcome anyone else that wants to test out staking on the OSIP protocol. But from here, the InvArch team is looking forward to deploying the OSIP protocol on the InvArch Tinkernet. And very important detail too is that the OSIP protocol will be exclusive to the InvArch Tinkernet, and it won't be available on the InvArch mainnet. And included in the pipeline are the CDK, so previously referred to as the DAO CDK, is a community development kit for launching truly decentralized and autonomous organizations. Saturn, so a new multi-signature solution to be made open for use by every parachain and applicable by any DApp on such parachains. Polkadot parachain auction announcement, that's something else that the community can very much look forward to as well. Remark NFTs on the InvArch Tinkernet, and as well as major parachain partnerships. So I would even like to just personally say this verbally, even though it is already on the report, but on the behalf of the team and from myself, I mean, to everyone from our initial project supporters, the many InvArch ambassadors, our investors, all participants of the Tinkernet crowd loan and the LBP, all members of Udl DAO, and our parachain partners. Thank you for helping to make 2022 such a incredible, monumental, and like I said in the beginning, a defining year for the InvArch network. And it truly is a year to look back on. But with this year, we are even more determined and more motivated to have a much more productive and a much more successful year for 2023. So that is the InvArch Network 2022 annual report. I have shared the initial tweets announcement on the Twitter space here. Does anybody have any thoughts, anything that they'd like to share? Please do join the stage, and I'd love to have you on. I guess everyone's pretty satisfied, I guess, or content. And so, as well, do not forget, in approximately less than 40 minutes, we do also have um, the Swanky panel featuring Gabe and just some of the brightest minds in the ecosystem. And that will be happening in less than 40 minutes or so. But I will also share that link as well. So if you haven't set a reminder for that, please do. We'd love to see you come out. And again, like not just even support the project, supporting Gabe, but also, I'm sure everyone and like anyone will be there to listen. Oh, we got Megan on stage. One second. Hey, Megan. Good morning.
Hey AJ, how you doing today?
Doing well. Doing better as I've mentioned in the beginning. Happy to be back in action. How are you?
Yeah, I caught the first few minutes because of the polka dot community call, but yeah, really enjoying the updates from InvArch this week, especially with all the stakers. I wonder if anyone set up that prediction market on Zeitgeist yet.
That would be awesome to have. I haven't gotten any word. And I am following like Hutch and them. So, but I haven't even. I don't know. I'm not sure, but that'd be pretty cool.
I did check a few days ago, but maybe it's time to check again.
Yeah. Well, if anyone wants to, I haven't really dived into the prediction markets on Zeitgeist. But if anyone wants to try to set that up, that would be just some awesome uh, additional activity alongside the current OSIP staking public testing events. So, and we also have Natty on stage. Hello, Natty, GM.
Hey guys, good morning. I'm glad that AJ is feeling better. We really missed these community calls. I just want to say, like, generally, that I'm glad that OSIS Taking brought more people. I can see many new faces. I think no one expected such great stats and results. And I just generally want to say, like, thanks for community and like supportive community. The traffic was very high. I want to say personal thank you, like, to Pedro and Gabe. I think they did amazing job, like always been there, always helping, like every single person. And I think that's what it makes like so powerful. And I think I'm very excited when it's gonna go live. It's gonna be even more crazy. I don't know. I think this event really helped probably to find many bugs to improve the feature. And so far, I've been having many conversations with guys, and they've been really impressed. And yeah, that's my thoughts. I think 2023 will be really amazing. I just want to know what everyone else thinks about OSU staking and what's their thought.
Yeah. Well, I mean, personally, I just love just from the user perspective. I just love how it's just simple. It's a few clicks. You get your wallet set up. You get your test tokens, and you choose which IMV cores that you want to stake to, and in theory want to support. And then you do receive rewards, and then you can restake those rewards to then experience that compounding effect. And of course, I mean, this is the first, I guess, like iteration of what OSIF would look like, but definitely like after receiving so much feedback and suggestions and like different recommendations, um, I just know that, not that I know specific things, but I just know that when OSIP taking does go live, it will be a much more fantastic user experience for everyone. So
No, yes, for sure. The user experience is like one big plus, and I think that we have Talisman wallet is also like very helpful. And I've seen they announced that next week, Dakota, I think, will be speaking on the community call next week. I think all of us should join. I don't know if anyone's seen. I can send the link in this chat. And I just love that Dakota is everywhere. Right now I can see him in every single space.
yeah, and I believe that was one of his New Year's resolutions was to be more active in the space and to be more active even just within our immediate community. And honestly, yeah, just like all power to him, and it's awesome to really see that happening. And there's nothing more exciting than to see any founder of any project within our ecosystem, but even in general, just like be with the community and to really interact and engage. And I think that's something truly special. And I think personally, like that that's something that Dakota and even Gabe do very well, and even just have been doing a lot better. And I do applaud them for that effort. So
100%.
yeah, yeah. So with that, everyone, I mean, just a reminder again, like we do have Gabe being on, or that he will be on the upcoming Swanky panel within. We're approaching the half-hour mark. So again, like if you are available, if you can join, please do. I think like every time I hear Gabe speak, I learn like 100 different things. And I think it's just awesome that we don't just have him on that panel, but we have so many other brilliant people on there. And it's just an honor. It's a pleasure to really be able to listen to them speak and on the future of app development. So yeah, uh, and in terms of some alpha to end off today's call, all of you in the InvArch community, keep your eyes and ears open for the next couple days or the weekend, really, because we'll be seeing some awesome content of an awesome someone from the InvArch network team. Uh, not not from them, but it'll be about them, and I'm very excited to hear that because it's something that we haven't seen, I guess, in this format before, and I think it'll really make waves when it comes to just general like reach and attention and buzz, and I'll just say that I think more people will be joining the fan club. So. Does anybody else want to come and speak? Any other questions or comments before we end off the community call today? I'll take that as a no. Alrighty. Well, thank you all for joining me in today's InvArch Weekly Community Call. And a thank you in advance for everyone else who will be tuning in to the full video recording. Thank you, Megan. Thank you, Natty, for joining me as a speaker today and joining the stage and sharing your thoughts. All of you can expect the full recap of this Twitter space to be uploaded to the official InvArch Network YouTube channel within the next 24 hours or so. And to conclude, I hope all of you have a very fun-filled and safe weekend. And I'll see you next week for not just, again, the InvArch Weekly Community Call, but if you're up for it, and I'd love to have you there on Tuesday, every Tuesday at 15 p.m. UTC, the InvArch Community Hangout. Thank you, everyone, and have an awesome Friday, and again, an awesome weekend.